first carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
10-10 at their own 31-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
Trubisky's pass.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Made at the 44-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw.
Incomplete.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
At their own
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
Derrick Henry.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. 3rd down here.
3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee 1st. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
No gain.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but he stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The Bears ball carrier.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, Montgomery. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Down at the 45.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Complete to Cordero Patterson.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Titans 6, Bears nothing.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On second down, here's Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Number 22.
And he'll get this only up to about the 30.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 33 yards that time.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
That's good.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. Hey. Here I come again.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
58, watch safety quick.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Titans 13, Bears 7. Stephen Gostkowski sets the kickoff.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Tennessee Titans.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be caught at about the 6. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Titans.
Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Titans 20, Bears 7. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
13 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
1 yard gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it, Montgomery. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
The ball carrier.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Bears 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Trubisky. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Titans 20, Bears 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Wide, get wide. Hey, go.
Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
The 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For Corey Davis, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Derrick Henry on the handoff.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. A first down carry for Henry. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big run that time by Henry. 49 yards on the ground.
The 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to Derrick Henry.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The wide receiver, the ball.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought down by Akeem Hicks.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
He's not going to get me.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, Patterson. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 9. Trubisky being chased out left. He's going to take off with it.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Patterson on the draw play. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a loss of 2 yards.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Pinheiro for the Bears field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, a piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th,
Derrick Henry all alone. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Titans 33. Bears.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tony Brown there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chicago.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
And This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Push him back. Push him back.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
33.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. And this will be caught at the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
34 yards. First down, Bears.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
A loss of 9.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the wind at his back here in the 4th quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Darrington Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a pickup of 3.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And 7.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
but I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On first down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. Going up top for Miller. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Intended for Anthony Miller.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. That one good for 26 and a first down.
6 yards.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
3rd down.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Brings up 4th.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on a turnover on downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know with the wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Under 10, 10.
They'll run on first down. Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. 20. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And the lead is now 13.
Is good. Makes the score Titans 40, Bears 27. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.